Hello my chickens, welcome to my channel. So in today's video, I'm going to be doing one side of my face with how I used to do my makeup and then one side of my face how I do my makeup now, just so you can see like the difference of what's changed with like different techniques and some different products and stuff like that. So I'm so excited to film this. I feel like the difference is going to be massive because I've been doing YouTube and makeup for like 5 or something years now, so a lot has changed and you guys will be able to see it, comparing it on both sides. So this is going to be very interesting because I have a really old video that I've actually put on private because I honestly thought it is. I didn't just think it is that bad. So you're going to be able to see what that video is today. Can't wait. Oh my god, so bad. Michael was the one that actually found it and he's like, babe, like that is really bad. And I'm like, I didn't even know that video existed. So let me just show you what video I'm talking about. That was me 4 years ago. I look very, very different. It was before I had lip fillers, which I feel like completely changed my whole face. My eyebrows are so different. Oh, my face looks fat, like I just look so different. All right, let's go ahead and see how I started my makeup. I'm just popping this all over my eyes. So I applied my eye base with my finger. I don't actually have this soft ochre paint pot because I feel like it just dries up really quickly. I do actually want to try it again, but I'm just going to go in with a concealer, I guess, like on my finger like I did there. So I'm just going to pop this all over the lid. Oh my goodness. I already watched the video and I'm very shocked that this actually ever got views, to be honest. 220k. Bye. So now I'm just going to go ahead and set that down with the powder like I did in that video. I kind of still do that now, but I don't use a banana shade. Okay, so now on the other side, what I always do now is go in with the P. Louise eye base. This one's in the shade Rumor 03. So with this one, I like to line underneath my brows with like a flat brush just to define underneath the brow. I feel like this side isn't very sharp at all because obviously I use my finger and it's just doesn't look neat. Let me tell you, one thing that hasn't changed is I tan my neck quite a lot. So I have a tan neck and a pale face still. Love that. There we go. And then I just bring that down right here and then I blend it out with a bigger brush. Now it is time for the eyeshadow. I know that I always use Anastasia and Makeup Geek, so I'm going to grab this palette right here. This is the Anastasia Modern Renaissance palette. This has all of the colors that I did in this makeup look, and I still love using these colors now, so love that for me.
Are you going to do the wing?
I am going to do the wing.
Okay guys, you guys aren't ready for this fucking wing. She's got it on private for a reason, because I lied to her about it.
I know, I told them that. I told them. Oh, do you mind getting my charger because I did so much for you the other day, like get your tie in the bowl and like when you abused me.
You literally put my tie in the bowl of the Uber Eats that I paid for when you came to my house.
I paid for your breakfast this morning.
For the first time in like
I literally like try and pay all the time, but you don't let me. Anyways, can you please just get my charger? I'm 2% thing.
Charger for what?
My laptop. Wow, that's the like first nice thing he's ever done for me. I'm just kidding. If you guys saw my Instagram, he actually bought me 50 roses for my birthday. It was so, so nice. And I took the best selfie with him. I feel so much better being back in Brisbane. Or maybe it's because I'm with Michael, I'm not sure. So what I do is I just pop my head back a little bit so I can see my crease because my crease is like hardly there. And then I just take it in windshield wiper motions. And boom. Okay, so I guess what I'm going to do now is messily apply it in the crease, like I said. I don't know why I have to describe it as messily because it's easier if you don't do it messily. So I'm going to go in with the burnt orange shade, which is this one right here. It's very similar to the one that I used there. I'm just going to take a big blending brush, use pretty much the same brushes. Look back, apparently, to find the crease because apparently I can't find it. And, oh, how did I do it? I'm scared. I do this the same, so I'm just going to pop this in my crease in windshield wiper motions. Oh my god, I still see the same things. Love that for me. Oh, I didn't blend it that good. Okay, I'll just leave it like that. And then on the other one, I'm just going to do it normally. So build it up nice and dark. Blow it up into my crease so the other colors blend into it. So yeah, definitely spend a lot more time blending as well. And now I'm taking this shade Frappe and I'm just going to pop this all over my lid. Oh, okay. Well, I guess I've got to go in with the eyeshadow on my finger. That's interesting. Wow, that's very pigmented compared to that one. A little bit darker, but that's okay. What I'm going to do instead with that same color, I'm going to take a smaller blending brush and I'm going to blend this into my crease. Just up here. I'm just going to take that very lightly. Now I'm going back in with that crease color just to blend out the edges of this. I'm going to grab a pencil brush and this burgundy shade right here and do the same technique as I did there. So apparently I'm just going straight in the crease and making a cut crease according to baby Shani. So in I go. And then going in with the dark brown. My lord. And then on the other side, I'm going to go in with that red ochre shade again and just blend this in my crease just a little bit lower than that last color that we put on. Then going in with this dark brown, just gonna blend this in all the way just so it looks like nice and even. And again, taking that burgundy, blending out the edges. For the cut crease, I'm just going to take a little shader brush and pop some P. Louise eye base right here. I feel like this really opens up the eyes more. Then I'll take a lighter brown to blend those together. Just on like a fluffier brush that isn't as dense. So what I'm going to do is just take the edge of a makeup wipe and clean up my eyeshadow. I still do that technique of like a straight line there, so nothing's changed there. For the eyeliner, I'm actually really nervous because this was genuinely the worst eyeliner I've ever done in my life. I honestly don't even know how I can replicate that because that's really bad. I guess I'm going to try and do that. I feel like it's literally just like a straight line like down here. I did it really big, oh god. Still to this day, I haven't mastered eyeliner. I think also because I have lots of folds, so when I look up, the eyeliner usually like goes in there into the folds and it looks all crooked. So yeah, I usually just completely skip eyeliner. So I'm just gonna do my lash line. What I always did when I used to do my foundation was use very yellow foundations, and let's be real, I still do that all the time. But especially in this video, my face is like so yellow. I've recently just found one that's more of a neutral tone that looks really good on my skin tone. But for the side of where I used to do my makeup, I'm going to go in with this NARS foundation. I really do like this foundation. It's just that I feel like most of the NARS shades are very yellow based. So this is going on this side. It's so light. So with this foundation, I'm trying my best to match the tan on my neck, so I know it's a lot darker than my skin tone on my face, but obviously the point is to match all of this instead of that. And I always like to take a little brush and carve out my brows at the top just so it's nice and defined. It's really weird because with my old technique with concealer, I used to put some underneath my eyes, blend it out, which I'm going to do right now. And then I'd go in with an even lighter one, and I wouldn't put it up as high up here. I'd just kind of put it on my cheekbones around this area to brighten it up. So I guess I'm just going to take a lighter concealer. I don't know, it just seems like a waste of time, but whatever. The concealer that I'm obsessed with and have been for so long is the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. So what I just like to do is put a little bit, or a lot, just under here. And this really brightens up this area as well without having to go in with a few different concealers at once. I always clean up this area here as well. It's nice and sharp. Before that creases, I'm just going to go in with some loose powder. This one is from La Prairie, and I'm just going to bake underneath my eyes. I've been doing this for so long, so I'm really shocked that in this video, especially when I first started, I didn't do this. I guess this didn't really come in like until a few years ago. What I used to do is set under my eyes with banana powder. So I'm just going to take this shade right here. So the difference with doing this, I feel like, wait, did I even conceal there? Yeah, it's just not as pigmented. Yeah, I just feel like I creased a little bit more with banana powder. And I haven't done this in so long. So I'm just gently patting that. This is going to be fun. Oh my God. So when I used to do my eyebrows, I would fill in underneath instead of like on top. So I wouldn't really create much of an arch. So my brow was literally just like dead straight. Oh God. Okay. So what I'm going to do is just take some powder and fill in underneath my brow, kind of like a straight line, honestly. I feel like when I do my brows like this, as you can see, it makes my, like all this skin look really droopy. So what I've noticed as well is I didn't have an arch then. So I'm just going to take some concealer and kind of take out that arch just so it's a little bit more straight. That actually makes me uncomfortable. What I like to do now is literally just make my arch a little bit higher, just so it kind of frames my face a bit more. So just bring this area up nice and high and around. So I feel like this just kind of like pulls up my eye a little bit. So what I like to do is just take some eyebrow gel. This one's from Benefit. It is the 24-hour brow setter. And I just like to push my brows upwards just to like lift that up even more. Let's go ahead and finish off the eyeshadow. So what it looks like I've done here is just literally gone in with the darkest color underneath my lash line. So I feel like I definitely can't have really dark eyeshadows under my eye. Oh my God, that's like a lot of fallout. This is not okay. Okay, so I always did black eyeliner in my waterline. Well, at least in this video, and it just doesn't suit me because I have really dark eyes, so I feel like it closes my eyes a lot. So I'm just gonna take a black eyeliner here. Oh God, this is weird. I haven't done this in so long. What I'm doing now is just taking the lightest color, burnt orange, that I used in my crease, just to like blend out underneath here. Then I'll go in with the burgundy shade. I always line my waterline with a white eyeliner, even if I'm doing like the most basic makeup. I feel like it just really opens up my eyes. So the one that I absolutely love is the Tarte Fake Awake eyeliner. This is the only one that I love with my whole entire heart. And unfortunately, I used to use really, really tiny eyelashes. So I'm just gonna go ahead and pop some small ones on this side and then some really big fluffy ones on this side because I absolutely love fluffy lashes. I actually cannot believe how different my face looks just using different techniques. So as you can see on this side, it looks like it's kind of coming down a little bit and this side looks more like pulled up. So very impressed so far. I always used to do contouring on my face, like gray tones, like I don't know, I just cannot contour my face because I naturally have very, very defined cheekbones. So when I do contour, it looks muddy like straight away. So I'll keep a very light hand, but I am going to go in with a contouring powder on this side. So I'm going to go in with this NYX contouring palette. Oh wait, NYX? Yeah, NYX. And I'm just going to go in with the shade right here. Put that under my cheekbones. I actually kind of forget what this looks like on me, but I know that it looks ridiculous. I literally only just use bronzer. I guess I can just go in with a tiny bit. I just feel like bronzer just looks better. So after that, I always went in with a bronzer over the top. So I'm just going to take the MAC Give Me Sun. I use this a lot and I still use this. I absolutely love it. So I'm just going to pop this, I guess, a little bit higher just to bronze up my face a little bit. And then I also used to go around my hairline as well. So that's the same. Okay, now on this side, I like to make sure the bronziness doesn't go anywhere underneath my cheekbone. So just keep it up nice and high, but it still adds definition to the face. This is what I feel like really makes my face match my neck because it's a little bit more orangey like my fake tan. I always used to go in with like very bright colors on my cheeks with blush. So I'm going to go in with the MAC blush in the shade Peaches. I still use this, but I just use a lighter hand. So I guess we're just going to go in a little bit heavier on this side. Then on the other side, I'm going in with this peachy kind of color that has a little bit of shimmer in there because I like to have a bit of luminance going through my cheeks. So just going to apply this. I guess this set really isn't that different, to be honest with you. I don't think I ever really set my face back here. So what I'm going to do is cover half my face and then use the Anastasia Dewy Set Setting Spray and set this so my highlighter kind of sticks to it more. Damn, that is a really big brush that I'm using to apply that. So I'm going to go in with the MAC blush. This one's in the shade Double Gleam. This is kind of like the brush that I used, okay? So why not? Oh God. So what I like to do now is go in with more of like a goldy champagne-y kind of highlight instead of like the ashy tones. I feel like my skin is a little bit too tan for that. So I'm going to go in with the Ofra highlight in the shade Barley. This is what that one looks like. And I just set my face so then the highlight is more intense when I apply it on. So this brush is amazing. It is the Anastasia A23 brush. I'm just going to pack this on the highest points of my face. And also on my nose. Okay, so let's state the obvious, I've definitely had a few mils pumped into my lips since this video. Really changes the look of my whole face, like it's actually insane. I'm going to go in with a lip pencil that is pretty much the same color as that. This is the Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On Pencil. I still like to use those kind of nude shades, so I think nothing really has to change there, except when I overdrew my lips here, I feel like because I didn't have any filler in it, my lips look like a McDonald's sign, like I'd go up high here, and then, I don't know, it did not look good at all. Okay, let's do this. I definitely still overdraw, but it's just kind of like a different shape. Okay, so just gonna finish off the lips with filling that in. Okay, so I just popped in some earrings. I feel like my hair kind of looks cute like this, so I'm just gonna leave it. Let's have a little rundown of the makeup. So as I said before, this side literally looks like it's coming down with the black under here and the brows, and like, I don't know, it's just the eyeshadow isn't as blended. The foundation color isn't as bad as I thought it was going to be in this video, and a lot of the time it usually is a lot more yellow. But yeah, I feel like overall all the techniques on the improved side is a lot better, and I'm so proud of how far I've come, because watching old videos back, I'm like, man, like that is some rough makeup. But I was really young there, and I don't know, I was having fun, I was enjoying myself. You guys liked my videos, well, the people that stuck around. Anyways, guys, I really hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, please give this a big thumbs up, because it helps me out so much, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I got this idea off James Charles, and I know a lot of other people have done it as well, so I'll leave his video down in the description below if you guys want to see it. But yeah, I hope you guys have an amazing day, and I'll see you very soon. Bye!